Good afternoon, Agent 010. Good job on your last mission. Your results are greatly applauded by Director Cosby and Director Stelling. However, your mission does not end here. Another robbery has occurred at the British Museum in the bustling city of London. A dictionary from 196 BC called the Rosetta Stone was taken from the safety of its vault at the crack of day. No one knows who stole it, but we have a list of 3 suspects who we have collected files on. We need you to build a profile for the culprit by talking to one of the witnesses. They may have some important information that they may not think is critical to this case. Please locate this dictionary, for it contains a lot of the city's history and culture. Be safe and farewell. Please move away from this message. It will self-destruct in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The one witness is the baker. He is a 60-year-old baker who delivers bread every morning at 6:05 a.m. This is an account of what happened last night.
I was taking a stroll at the crack of day because I cannot sleep before work. From the distance, I see a tall, muscular silhouette running from the direction of the British Museum with a laundry bin. At first, I thought I was dreaming. However, it was not until this morning, when I was watching the morning news, that I realized that what I saw last night was not an illusion. Someone was walking through the quad with a laundry bag.
What can you remember from last night? Anything can be important.
Sorry, sir. My eyesight has been failing for the last couple of years. However, I do remember that he had on a hat. A red hat.
What kind of hat was it? Ski hat? Baseball cap? A sombrero?
Oh, it was a ski mask. It was covering half of his face. We were trying to figure out who he was, but the ski mask covered everything except for his bright green eyes.
Wow, that was a lot of information whether he knew it or not. We need an easy way to organize this information. I have recently written this program that can make a dictionary. A dictionary allows us to recall values with a given key, so it can keep track of information. For example, using a dictionary, I can simply ask for hat color, and it will tell me that the culprit's hat color is red. Let me show you the program.
Hi, we're going to start by making a dictionary to contain all the information that we learned about the culprit. We're going to call this dictionary culprit, and we're going to put inside of the dictionary all the information the baker told us. To do that, we're just going to call the dictionary, and then we're going to create a key with the title of the information we learned. So we learned that the hat color of the suspect was red. And then I'm going to paste in the rest of the information. Next, Directors Cosby and Stelling provided with us some information about the different suspects. So we have 3 different suspects, and we have dictionaries with the clues that we know about them. And then we have a list with the information of all the suspects. So now I'm going to walk you through a few functions that we wrote to help us compare the different suspect information that we have with the culprits. So we wrote a function get similarity score for suspects, and so that takes in the information about the culprit and the information about the suspect, both in the form of dictionaries. So you start by creating a list of characteristics that's empty at first, and setting our similarity score equal to 0. And then we're going to loop over all of the characteristics in the dictionary about the culprit, because we only want to compare characteristics that we have information about the culprit, assuming that we have all the information that we do about the culprit for each suspect. So we're going to add each key in the dictionary to the list of characteristics. Then we're going to loop over each of the characteristics in the list of characteristics, and then we're going to say that if the suspect information is equal to the information about the culprit for that characteristic, we're going to add 1 to the similarity score. So in the end, you will have a total similarity score that tells you how many characteristics match between the suspect and the culprit. To take you through the function that we wrote to figure out who has the highest similarity score, we're going to take in the list of suspects, which is a list of the different dictionaries with information about each suspect. and the dictionary that defines the culprit. Then we're going to find how many suspects we have by taking the length of the list, and we're going to set some variables that we're going to use to compare how similar each of the suspects are. So we're going to set our most likely suspect equal to none and our maximum similarity score equal to none. And then we're going to loop over each of the suspects by looping over their indexes for each suspect in the list. And then we're going to get the similarity score for each of their suspects. And then we will take the current similarity score and compare it to the maximum similarity score. And if the maximum similarity score is none, or if maximum similarity score is less than the current similarity score, we're going to reset the maximum similarity score to the current similarity score. And then we will set the new most likely suspect equal to the index of the suspect we are on. And since we are ranging over the number of suspects, we're starting at 0, so we want to add 1. And then we're going to return the suspect that has the most similarity to the culprit. So if we run this file, we will get that the suspect number who matches the most is culprit number 3, and that their similarity score is 7.